Hey, this is Aesthetic and Blank Tester with Aggressive Inline, level 7, the museum. This is the last level in the game, the 7th level out of 7. Of course, after this, we're going to go back to the other halves, but this is the last level you haven't seen any of before. I know you were looking forward to it. There's dinosaur bones, there's mammoth tusks, there's more dinosaur bones.
You said there were a lot of dinosaur bones in this one. So
Yeah.
I expect a lot.
There's a lot of dinosaur bones. There's some skin, some not. Not like that. Oh my god. There's some skeletons. Well, there's a whole ton. Alright, that showed 0 dinosaur bones, but don't worry, they just somehow missed all the dinosaurs.
This level reminds me of Night at the Museum, but not in a bad way.
Yes, you mentioned that last time.
Hey kid,
And I agree. While I was playing it, I thought of Night at the Museum, and I thought, how cool would it be if Ben Stiller was on like inline skates the entire time and solved everything by skating on people?
See, that makes me wonder, like, I'd really like to, if I could, if I had the time. Actually, I'm sure I have the time. In games where you can like customize your character's look, like Saints Row and stuff like that, I'd really like to make Ben Stiller. Like, of all the random celebrities I could make, I'd either like to make Ben Stiller or someone really, really irrelevant in this day and age,
Long ago,
like
Wes
Shaggy.
stupidly fell asleep next to a glacier.
Yeah.
And now he sleeps
Shaggy.
inside our refrigerated
Ben
container
Stiller,
kit.
man.
Does your mommy have anything this
I think they're ever
old
gonna
in
make
her
Night at the
freezer?
Museum 3. I mean, I'm waiting for it each day.
Jesus.
Well, there's our mammoth.
Do we get to keep him?
Sure.
Does he walk around?
No, he's frozen. I don't know why it teleports us to the 3rd floor when I do that trick, but we're meeting the first of your requirements. We're grinding the mammoth.
Nice.
Was that everything you wanted it to be?
It was quicker than I thought it would be, but yeah, it was good.
Welcome to our museum. We can't wait to start our tour of big, scary dinosaurs. But before we start, make sure your mommy, daddy, or weekend daddy has bought you a ticket. If you don't have a ticket, you have to earn one.
If you don't have a ticket, you have to earn one.
No, I'm more confused about weekend daddy. Now, I know what that means, but that's such a brash way of saying it.
Hey, that's what I consider myself sometimes.
You don't have a kid.
I don't have many kids. Okay, I don't have any kids, but still.
You're
Sometimes
someone
I see
else's
children-
weekend daddy.
Sometimes I see children and I think of myself as their weekend daddy. Not that I really buy them things. Basically, I just scold children in public. Yeah, I mean, that sums it up.
It is.
That was pretty cool.
Well, that was our first grinding of a dinosaur.
You jumped off the ledge, grinded on its tail, and then jumped back onto the ledge. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, this level has a lot of me doing things
Whoa.
a whole lot easier than I thought I would. Like this manualing the display case in like the first time I played it, and then my practice, I took like 6-7 tries at that, and then me grinding this triceratops. Tyrannatops. Like, I don't think I cut or faded away at all during this recording. Like, I got everything like first try.
If that's a lie, the viewers will gut you.
Okay, maybe I faded once or twice.
So it was a lie.
I don't actually remember. I've been on an editing binge.
Binge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Barry the Brontosaurus. Barry didn't eat his vegetables. That's why you can see his ribs. That's a joke, kids. Barry measures 50 meters from his nose to the tippy tip of his tail.
Is that enough dinosaur bones?
Nearly. Well, that was pretty awesome. That sound effect. You know what that is?
I knew you were going to point that out, and I don't know why either.
You know what the instrument that is? It's a mouth harp. I didn't know what a mouth harp was either. And then I looked it up. and wow, they're so useless.
Do you want to tell the viewers what a mouth harp is? Because I'm pretty sure they haven't heard it before.
Well, some of them might have, but it's basically like this. It's a weird shaped piece of metal that you just. Wow, that looked painful. It's a weird shaped piece of metal that you put in your mouth, and you can flick it, and it makes a boing sound and the pitch of that sound is based on how the shape of your mouth, or like how open or closed your mouth is. But beyond that, it's really not an interesting instrument at all.
It's only there to make that one sound of like spring when something like breaks or
Or
something.
when someone gets a raging hard on, like me. Boing.
How expensive do you think mouth harps are?
I don't know. I mean, one would think, there's not a whole lot of use for them, so maybe not that expensive. But at the same time, it's so specialized when you need to use it. It could be hella expensive.
I don't know why this level wants us to do so much with Barry the Brontosaurus. That rib grind really shouldn't have counted. I usually have to grind from the top to the other top. If you don't grind enough, it'll say sorry, that grind wasn't long enough. Also, I'm about to show off a weird glitch, and this happens every time I do this. If I get speed and I jump at the top of either of the ribs, I rocket up to the top level of the museum. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
Terry the pterodactyl. Terry flies around until spying an unsuspecting child animal. The child is usually not paying attention until, bang! The poor creature finds himself impaled on Terry's razor-sharp claws, blown away to be eaten alive.
Nightmares. Okay. Hey, this has just become a one-on-one commentary with me and Sedek and you, the viewer. I can, I guess I'm more specialized in actually talking about all the stuff in the level. So the special trick, you need to wall ride up to get it. Jump, wall ride at, the very top of your jump. You probably won't think you'll get it, but you will. And if you don't, just try again. So we've seen all that this museum area has had to offer, but there's still a bunch of challenges left. Well, that's because the museum has a back room with the key and another photographer challenge and the return of the red-haired mullet guy.
Holmes, you want to hang in my warehouse? You have to show you belong.
I don't know how he got from the cannery to the museum, and I don't remember him being Mexican in the first place. The dude with the red hair showed up again.
Oh yeah, I'm back.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean you. I meant the guy in the game that had red hair. But you also have an amazing red mullet, flowing down. And I wish I had your hair.
Alan knows this to be a lie. He's in the room as well, but he's not saying anything because he's busy doing homework.
If we told you this was a three-person commentary, would you have believed us?
Probably. Last time Alan... Wow, that looked awesome. And just to clarify, I'm Indian, and I do not have a flowing red mullet. I would never wear a mullet or have red hair.
Or be Mexican.
Or be Mexican.
Or work on a tuna boat.
Well, you already said be Mexican.
Ouch. Okay, so this photographer is in the complete wrong direction. He's pointing at the wall, but what you actually need to do is behind him. I mean, usually the photographers are pretty good at that, but not this one.
He wants to take a picture in the mirror so he can be, wow, this is freaking awesome. Oh my God.
I actually screwed that up. You were supposed to keep grinding the lights.
It still looked awesome.
That was my one mistake of this level, and that.
Hey.
What?
I was just thinking, if there were a mind reader and you started speaking your mind, would that make it an audiobook?
What a shot! Hello, Pulitzer!
I don't like to think deeply, so I'm just gonna ask, why do these guys think that random pictures of inline skaters are gonna get them Pulitzers?
Wait, did he really say Pulitzer?
Yeah, hello Pulitzer.
Really?
Like, do photographers for like Thrasher magazine or any of the other skateboard magazines or whatever, like, what are the highest awards they get?
I mean, they're still technically eligible for a Pulitzer unless they did some kind of heinous crime to acquire the picture, or they faked it or something.
But will, like, a picture of a skateboarder, no matter how rad the trick is, get them a Pulitzer?
Probably not, because Pulitzers, I thought, were reserved for people who actually put pictures to things of importance.
Yeah. So what you just saw me do is how the developers want you to go and get the key, Civic Center key. But this is the Insetic way. Do a lot less grinding and then do some glitching up through the floor.
Yeah.
If I find a second way that's easier and or glitchier, then I'll include it just because it's funny. So yeah, I just glitch straight up through the floor. I think you can do that for all the wire floors in this game.
So how many hundreds of glitches are in this game per capita? That's not a real. I mean, that I don't even know how you would count that.
Well, if a quarter pipe is on the wall of a level, you can wall right through it, but it just usually pops you right back out. So
usually,
I mean, it is a kind of a glitchy game, but you won't encounter too many of them on your own. That glitch I encountered in Boardwalk by just trying to play the level was like the only time that ever happened. And then all the other glitches I'm including in this are ones that I basically sought out and found myself. Alright, so that's been Museum. We have the key for the Civic Center. We don't have the key for the movie lot, so we're not going there yet, but next time, join Blank Tester and I when I return to the Civic Center.
To cause more destruction.